So for you then, it's been about 2.5 months. Where did you start with your account, and where is your account balance now?
So I started with 10K and the profit. Now I have 12,990 296. So
Wow.
the profit on its own is 1,296.
James,
Yeah.
if you can just tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your professional background?
I'm a nurse, a visiting nurse. So normally what I do, I go around visiting patients in their home. And so that's what I'm doing. And also my wife is doing the same. I live in Massachusetts, and with two kids.
I love it.
So yes.
And go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I just wanted to say that like I work every day. Now I'm like on break a little bit. I'll go back later in the evening. So I work in the mornings and in the evenings.
I'll work in the mornings and in the evenings. So how many hours per day typically is that?
Uh, like let's say like around it's almost like 8 hours, like
Oh,
broken
oh,
into half. Yeah,
got it.
half.
So it's like what they call a split shift. Understood. Okay.
Yes,
And so you and your wife are in nursing, is that right?
yes.
Okay. So what was your main motivation? You got a two-income household. What was your main motivation for actually wanting to have passive income come into your home?
Yeah, because as you know, as you grow old, you need something else. Because I know, like as time goes, I may not be able to work as much as I am working now. So I'll need a passive income where I don't have to work like every time. And maybe later I may not even like, if I can have something, I don't have to go to work, that will even be much better. So basically, I would like to like reduce the amount of hours that I'm working and take it a little bit easy as years go on. So I wanted to start a little bit earlier and see how it works. I've tried before and it's not that easy. So that's what I've been doing. And then I came across ATN and let me try because they say they are passive and see how it works.
Yeah. And so speaking of, you've tried other things before. What other things have you actually tried?
Yeah, I've tried like day trading. I did also Amazon, the FBA, where you get products from China. I used to ship them from China and then I'll bring them to Amazon, and then they'll sell them for me.
Mm.
But it's very tough because what happens is that even those manufacturers are also selling on Amazon. So you are basically you are competing with them, and then they lower their prices, so you end up not making any money. That's why I stopped it. So then I started now day trading. It's also not easy, especially if you're working. So that's why I wanted like where I could trade passively. I don't have to be there all the time. And that's how I came across ATN.
Yeah. And what was there, like a specific ad or a video that stood out? Was just like, wow, this is something that's interesting.
I think because I was searching for that, I think I was on Facebook, and then I found the ad came, and I went through it. I checked it. Then it kept on coming, and then what actually was made me to like dig deeper. I want to know much more is because of the testimonials. I went through a lot of them, seeing those people, and I could see that these people they are not actors. Sometimes you get people who you look at this is like 30 seconds, some kind of thing, somebody showing money and cars and everything. It was not that you could see like this person is for real. He's a person who is doing this and making that money, and that's what made me to like I want to get into this to know better about it. Mm.
Excellent. I love that. And for you then, I mean,
Mm.
were you nervous at all? Were you skeptical before you actually decided to join?
Yes, because I've lost money in other ventures, and this was a lot of money too again. And you are not dealing with the person face to face. I have to trust that whatever I'm being told is true. So it was not easy. I waited for some time, then I let me try. Whatever happens, you happen. So that's how I decided I have to give it a try. Otherwise, I'll never know if I don't try.
So
Yeah.
what I mean, and that's amazing because you overcame a little bit of skepticism, overcame some nervousness, but
Yeah.
you, there's usually something that makes you feel like, okay, even though I'm nervous and even though I'm not sure about how this is going to turn out, I do believe that this could work. What was that belief that you had? Was it the transparency? I think you mentioned kind of the testimonials and hearing the other stories. What specifically was like, you know what, I do have my reservations, but I think that this could actually work. What was that specific reason?
I think it is the testimonials because you would see like those people who are being featured there. You'll see like there are people they will even state what they are doing, like I'm a doctor, whatever they do, and they will say that they'll talk about the journey, their journey, how they started, how even they will say like the amount of money that they invested. And since they are going on and it's not like just one person, so that is what made me to trust the system. And I said, yeah, if these guys are doing it, why not me? Why don't I just try?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. And
Mm.
so for you then, when did you actually start your account? How long ago was that?
I think I started in June. I think it was June 18th. So it's about like 2 months and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your, so for you then, it's been about 2.5 months.
Mm.
Where did you start with your account and where is your account balance now?
Yeah, I wanted to start later on, so I started with 10K, and now it's about 1290s. Yeah, the profit. Now I have 12,990 296. So
Wow.
the profit on its own is 1,296.
Wow. I mean, that's amazing, right? I mean,
Yeah.
well, sorry, that to me it's amazing, but how do you feel about that?
It's amazing because I can see what I can be able to have if I invest more money and even keeping with the same rate, because I don't have to do anything about it. So that is the greatest part about it, that I don't do anything, but this money is growing. And if I can invest more, then I can see what I can be able to achieve. That's what it's great about it.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I was
Yes.
gonna ask you, and you mentioned it already, but how passive has it all been for you? How much work have you had to do in order to have that type of return?
Actually, I do nothing because all that I do is just to look at it, and I don't even if I don't look at it, I just goes on. But sometimes I get alerts on my email, like to just show me what's going on. So that's what I normally check. And I also listen to Julio, and sometimes he'll come up with something, information, communication. Yeah, I just only that. Otherwise, I don't do any trading. And that's what is great about it.
Yeah, yeah, because I mean,
Mm.
you day trade yourself, and I mean,
Mm.
compared to what you're able to do on a monthly basis versus what you've seen in the last few months, would you say that it's outperforming your ability on the day trading side, or would you say maybe you're better than the professional traders that we work with? How would you describe that kind of difference?
Uh, on day trading, I can maybe make more, but also sometimes the other day you might lose a lot. So on average, although I may make more, still this is better because I'm not doing anything about it. And as a trader, I've also realized that the greatest part of trading is risk management, which
Mm,
is also again not easy. So if you get somebody who can do that for you, that is great.
yeah. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
and you know from my updates and just
Mm.
understanding how we operate, that risk
Yeah.
management is a huge part of what the trading team actually cares about. So it's good that you recognize that.
Mm.
The last thing is, I mean, where would you actually rank ATN compared to the other ventures that you've tried? I think you mentioned that you've tried e-commerce and you've done other
Mm.
things in that way. Where would you actually rank ATN compared to those other ventures?
I think I'll rank it first because of everything that I've done. It comes first because one thing is because it's passive, that I don't have to do anything about it, and the way and the risk management. I can trust the system. They are doing great on their risk management, so that trust is what you may not be able to have with the other ventures that are there. The others, I may not even be able to put in a lot of my money there because it's so risky. But with ATN, I can trust and even put all the money I can be able to get. I can put it there and trust the system.
Love that. That's
Mm.
excellent. Well, that's what we wanted, and I just
Mm.
want you to understand that we value you as a client, you and your wife. We're excited to have you, and we know that this is something that means a lot to you and your family. And so, we're going to continue to operate in the same way, and ride these months out, and make sure that we're continuing to focus on risk mitigation and capital preservation. So, we just want to say thank you. We appreciate you. And did you have any questions or anything for me?
At the moment, I don't have anything to ask. I think everything else is working on fine. So yeah, it's great. No question at the moment.
Love it. Well, James, I appreciate your time today, and I'll be seeing you in the next few weeks. I'll do another check-in with you soon and just make sure that we're still on the right page.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate your communication. Your interest to know how we're doing.
100%.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Well, enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk soon.
Okay. You too. Thank you.
So every 30 days, I talk one-on-one with my clients, and that was their experience. If you want to learn more on how we help our clients earn 60% or more per year, then click the link in the description below.